Galatasaray'ların kanalı P4 Otopark'tan herkese merhaba. Yeni içeriğimiz Pota Arkası'nın ilk konuğu Galatasaray erkek basketbol takımının en önemli oyuncularından Will Cummings. Will, thank you for accepting us before playoffs. Hope everything is great. How are you doing?
Doing good. Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much. Just let me start with my first question. I'm sure that you can understand. The first question will be with the BCL's final game.
Yeah.
And that game gave Galatasaray fans a lot of hope for this season, actually. After a magnificent semifinal game, we couldn't perform as expected, our fight in the game.
Yeah.
We played against one of the best team, actually, maybe, in the tournament, but we couldn't put up the kind of fight we wanted.
Yeah.
For example, you had foul problems.
Yeah.
It was too early for us. We couldn't close the gap, 6 or 7 points. We had a lot of chances, easy chances. We couldn't achieve them. If we go back to that day, at that Sunday, what would you have done differently, personally and with the team?
I mean, it's a different approach. It's not a normal situation to play a final. I mean, we played the second game of the day, so I mean, you prepare your normal way throughout the day and everything like that. So it's a normal day in that aspect as far as preparation. It's a quick turnaround. Luckily, we had a team that we already played twice already before, so we kind of already knew going into the game what to expect with them. Getting to the game, I mean, it's a whole different environment. You know, you're playing right after a game that's already going on, so your preparation for the game is totally different. You don't get the normal hour and a half on the court before the game and stuff like that. So you have like probably 20 minutes really of court time to actually like get yourself in rhythm, get going, trying to find, you know, so you're changing your routine to a whole different routine just for a final, which is the biggest game of the season. So, but going into the game, we kind of knew the situation. We've played that team before at home and on the road. I mean, it's a different atmosphere, different caliber game, so it doesn't equate to playing them in the regular season. But overall, I mean, I think our approach was great for the game. A lot of factors go into it. For myself, I know for that game, I've been in foul trouble versus Malaga both games before for whatever reason. I mean, we can speculate, but I've already kind of gotten over that aspect. But yeah, for this season, those games normally I'm in foul trouble versus Malaga. So other than that, I mean, I like how the guys fall. I think we left everything on the court. I don't have any regrets other than just foul trouble for myself, which I can't really control all of them. Some fouls I did foul, some fouls I didn't.
Yeah.
But looking back, I don't have any regrets. I think we gave everything for that final, and to be able to get there. So I'm just proud of the guys and the preparation for the staff and everybody, and we got some type of reward out of it with the second place medal.
I hope we will have a chance again with you in another final, and we will do better. I'm sure that.
Yeah, for sure.
And my second question will be about the Turkish Basketball League. Can you brief evaluation of the Turkish Basketball Super League, because you've been selected MVPs in different organizations, in the different leagues and the games. How does this league differ from the others you played in? Also, belonging this question, just I want to ask, after winning 2 consecutive games, you have a different situation. 4 wins in the last 17 games in the Super League. In your opinion, what was the reason of this decline in our performance? Just on totally the team.
I'll start off with your first question as far as the difference just in Turkish league. I mean, for me, a lot of people ask those questions. I've gotten that question before, and it's not too big of a difference going from league to league. Of course, you have different rules as far as like foreigners on the court or domestic players on the court, or how many at a time. Like here's one Turkish player has to be on the court at all times. It's the same as in Israel. You know, you have to have one Israeli player on the court. So I don't think the leagues change too much. It's normally just the style of plays are the big difference from league to league. Like some leagues are more physical, some leagues are more finesse, some leagues are faster, some leagues are slower. So I would say it's not too big of a difference. You just kind of have to gauge it on just like the play styles. And I would say Turkish league is one of the more physical leagues. Like the referees like to let you play. Depending on which team you are, they like to let you play. But for the most part, is generally a more physical, kind of medium speed league, but not as fast like an Italian
Yeah.
league or something like that, and not as slow as like a VTB.
So on the second
Mhm.
part,
On the
the
second part,
team
yeah.
performance.
I would say the second part is just a long season.
Yeah.
We've had a lot of injuries. Like this is probably one of the most. The season where we've had the most injuries I've seen as a team. Um, Tons of different lineups, guys in and out. Myself, like I think the whole roster's been hurt, maybe except like James Palmer.
Yeah.
Everybody's been in and out, and it's been stretches for a week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks or a month. So that plays a big part into trying to find your rhythm as a team. It's hard to really do it when you don't know who's going to be available for the game, especially when guys getting hurt a day or two before the game. It kind of changes the whole game plan, rotations, guys playing together. Not everybody plays together in certain minutes and stuff, so guys have to fill in. I think that really affects us, just knowing who's on the court and kind of who's going to provide each and every night. But I think we weathered the storm as much as we could, just trying to balance the two leagues and going back and forth, prioritizing games and trying to just put our best foot forward every game. But at the end of the day, the goal is to make it to the playoffs in each league, and here we are. So
But we're better positioned for the playoffs, huh?
for sure,
Maybe
yeah,
some of the
yeah,
players will be back for the playoffs.
yeah. For sure. I think if I think correctly, I think we're full health right now with
Yeah.
everybody minus Rob Gray, but. For the most part, we're full strength of the players that we have that can provide.
Okay. Now, I can ask also, we can combine from here the
Mhm,
Beşiktaş games.
mhm.
We have at least two games.
Yeah.
It's starting this week.
Mhm.
What's your opinion for those games?
It's a great environment. I mean, those are we don't want to go into a playoff game and it be an empty crowd. So I look forward to the environment. I embrace those environment. They're fun to play in. Just having a huge crowd and everybody cheering and screaming, whether they're for you or against you. It's a great environment to play basketball in. And I mean, for this time of the year, you want those environments to have that crowd and be able to go out there and try to perform.
You mentioned about the crowd.
Mhm,
Okay, I can ask my next question about the
mhm,
Galatasaray fans.
mhm,
You played against Gala fans
mhm,
previously
Yeah.
at Istanbul
Yeah.
on Daşka, and now you're playing with them.
Mhm.
What are your thoughts about Gala fans?
They're a passionate fan base. I mean, they have one rule, and that's to win. So I mean, that's what they expect. That's any fan base should. Any serious fan base should expect their team to go out there and perform the best that they can every time. And I'm not sure so much if it's always winning, but it's always showing up and
Mhm.
playing your hardest. If that's what they expect, that's the least that we can do. But I do wish we would have a little more people in the stands. So hopefully we can get that going on the second game versus Besiktas. But overall, it's great experience. They expect you to win and perform, and that's all you can ask for.
On Sunday, I'm sure that
Yeah,
you will see a crowd for
yeah,
second game because everything depends on that game,
yeah,
maybe.
yeah, for sure.
So we will see them. So let's go again to the your career on
Mhm,
next on the future. There are news that you will continue with
mhm,
Gala for next years.
mhm.
Depends on this.
That's all right.
What are your personal and team goals for next year?
Personal team goals, and just pick off where we left off. I mean, losing in a European competition final isn't something that's easily just forgotten. I mean, for me, I fought probably 10 years to get back after Dotchko, after we won EuroCup, to get back to a European final. So that kind of leaves a bad taste in your mouth, and you just want to prepare yourself each and every day to get back to that stage and to get back to that situation. So I expect to prepare the same way I prepare for this season, personally and as a team, and just try to put everything into getting back to that moment and just performing better.
How about this year?
Mhm.
Personally and team.
About
What do you think about the whole season?
I mean, I don't think anybody after the preseason we had I don't think we might have won one game in preseason. After the preseason they had, I don't think anybody
Yeah.
expected us to be in the BCL final. So overall, I think that's a huge achievement for the club since we haven't been to a European final since
Yeah.
2015, I believe, or something like that in
Mhm.
EuroCup. That's a huge achievement to come out of a tournament with some type of hardware. It's a memory guys will have for a long time and be able to see that tangible piece of metal that you can be
Yeah.
like, hey, look back and be like, hey, we did something there. we didn't get the gold as we wanted, but it's something that you can look back and kind of be proud of. And then in the Turkish league, we're right where we need to be. We qualify for the playoffs. I don't think it matters whether you're 1 through 8. I mean, you're in the playoffs, so it's kind of a new season. Everybody's 0-0 right now.
Yeah.
And you just kind of go out and prepare each game and take it one game at a time.
You are an experienced player
Mhm.
for Gala and for Turkish league, and have played in this league in Istanbul
Mhm.
for Daçka. How would you rate the level of competition in our league?
Mhm.
When you compare, actually, you mentioned what was the most important reason that brought you to Gala?
I would say the competition, and I had chances to go other places that aren't so much, you would say, like, serious about winning.
Mhm.
You come in here, you know that the reputation is like they expect you to win, So having that, I would say, pressure on you to try to perform every night is something that fuels me. Like, I don't want to really play for somewhere that's not have the prioritizing of winning, So winning is the most important thing when you're playing sports. You don't go places to not really focus on winning. And that I think that was a big factor in coming to Gala, is just having somewhere you have that environment that everybody really wants to win, and that's the top priority. So
Some players, when they are playing at Gala, they
mhm,
feel that they are really under pressure,
mhm,
especially for the young players.
yeah.
How do you feel it?
Uh, I mean, pressure is what you make it. If you don't have pressure, then you're not really playing for something important, So, um, for myself, I've kind of learned to channel like pressure. I mean, everybody has their own way of handling pressure. It doesn't really too much affect me as it might others, but I just like to go out and play basketball and have fun and um and just try to put my best foot forward and just use my preparation that I do the days before the game is gives me the confidence to go into the game and do what I do.
Let's pass to the coach.
Mhm,
How is your communication with Coach Jakob
mhm,
Sekizkök? And in your opinion, this is a different year
mhm,
for everyone, really.
mhm,
What are the most important things that coach brought to you
mhm.
and for the team?
Yeah. My relationship with the coach is great. We have a mutual understanding and a mutual respect for each other. So he trusts me, I trust him, and that's what you kind of want as a player, as a point guard,
Yeah.
especially having to be the leader on the court, being able to make calls and do stuff like that. So, I mean, it's a great working relationship. We have a great friendship, and just looking to build on it as we continue to go. I think that's just
Yeah.
the freedom, allowing guys to be themselves and play. He doesn't demand too much from you, except just playing defense and playing hard, So he gives us that green light to go take the shots, to go pass the ball, to do all the stuff on the offensive end, and just for us to be competitive and strong on defense, So that's like the biggest thing that he demands from us. And sometimes we do it, sometimes we don't. But overall, I mean, he gives us that confidence to go out and try to perform and be ourselves. And I think that's what really led us to the BCL final. Is just we came against teams that maybe so didn't have that as much mentality or mindset or freedom or just confidence to go do it. And it really showed for us late in the season, just having that confidence. You can kind of see it on the court and how we were playing. And I think we just really went out and performed well in those situations.
Please correct me if I'm wrong. You are the second coach on the court, huh?
Yes, 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 for sure. For sure, for sure. You have to be, because not all the times everybody can hear what coach is trying to yell or say from afar. And like pretty much my job is to play and then always check and see what coach is trying to say and to make sure he's not trying to communicate something. Because if we miss it, it's normally my fault that I wasn't the one that communicated it to everybody. So
Now you are doing
yeah,
great, really.
appreciate it.
I don't want to involve too much to the technical
Hmm.
things because I'm not a player,
Hmm.
but just when I'm looking from the outside, in the core system, the game relies more on the guards
Hmm.
and their creativity
Hmm.
generally. How do you feel in this system? What aspects challenge you or help elevate your game?
Yeah, I think that's kind of the systems that are now being placed kind of in this modern day basketball is generally more relying on guards now.
Hmm.
I think in the years past, whether it's 10 years ago, it was kind of you have a balance where you're playing through the guards and you're playing post up a lot.
Yeah.
But you generally see like a lot of teams just playing through the guards and the bigs kind of just feed off what the guards are doing. And they're scoring from the guards' lobs or bounce passes or maybe kick out passes or late second post ups, stuff like that. So I think what we're doing is kind of what the modern day basketball is doing, playing through guards a lot and you having good guards to be able to create for the offense and create late in the shot clock.
Now this is really important question for me
Hmm.
because I'm one of the fan
Hmm.
who is watching this game on Gala
Yeah.
side more than 30 years.
Yeah.
And this is really important for me. Can we also get thoughts on the Galatasaray basketball organization?
Hmm.
What do you think about them? And also, you mentioned the EuroCup and the BSL. What do you think needs to improve or change for this organization? And
Hmm.
also, which organization you would like to play on next year,
Hmm.
BSL or EuroCup? Or
Yeah.
Galatasaray should be play BSL or EuroCup?
Yeah. Um, I mean, thoughts on the organization. I don't really. I mean, that's not my department. I show up, clock in, play basketball, go back home, play video games. I don't, I don't really get into all the organizational part. I mean, I just make sure I go take care of my business and what I'm here to do is to go try and win games. So that's kind of what I mainly focus on. And I think you asked about the BCL
Yeah,
and the
BCL.
other.
Which organization?
Yeah,
Galatasaray. I think Galatasaray should be in
yeah.
EuroLeague.
So yeah, so like I've been able to play in both. So my first year over, I played in BCL.
Mhm.
I've played maybe 6 years in EuroCup,
Yeah,
and then here back in BCL. And I think they're both really good organizations. I think BCL does have some kinks to work out in as far as like structure of the tournament and
mhm,
some weeks you're playing, some weeks you're not. And it's like you go play 2 games, you play your domestic and then you play your European and then you have a week off from
yeah,
European, which is I mean, I think it's too much of a break, you know. So personally I like Euro Cup better. That's just
yeah.
me. I spent a lot of years in Euro Cup.
You won.
Won in Euro Cup. I've gotten to the quarterfinals a couple of times in
Yeah,
Euro Cup, but overall, I just think having that extra motivation to play for a place in the EuroLeague is a motivation that you can't really replicate in any other competition. I think until BCL has that ticket into EuroLeague, I just don't see how it could be really better than Euro Cup. But I mean, overall, I think they're both competitions. Overall, you're both playing for a trophy. But if you ask me, a Euro Cup.
yeah. If you ask me, EuroLeague.
Yes, exactly.
Thanks for them. And now
Mhm,
we talk about the organization and the, mm, your future in the past.
mhm,
Now, just I would like to ask something about your teammates.
mhm.
Just these are the
Yeah,
short questions.
yeah.
Let me ask. Let's start with who is the hardest working?
The hardest working, I would say Yama.
Yama.
Yeah, young fella. I mean, I think he's in the gym. Anytime I'm in the weight room, he's in the weight room. Anytime I'm on the court, he's on the court. So there's not, I mean, I like to stay late after practice and get my work in, and he's normally getting his work in or he's in the weight room. So he's working hard, man. I try to keep up with him. So
Great,
he's helping keep me young.
great. Now he is our
Yeah,
future. Huh?
yeah, for sure.
And who is the most talented in the team
The most talented, um, I would say most talented.
beside you?
Yeah, I wasn't gonna put myself. I'm not even gonna say anything about myself because, of course, I got. Of course, I'm gonna say myself, but I would say the most talented. I would say probably JP.
JP.
Yeah, I would
Great.
say JP. I mean, just with the size, the shooting, can defend when he wants to. Can pass. You know, he has like all the aspects of his game:
Yeah.
3 layers, mid range, scoring at the rim, 3 pointer. So I would say overall, I would say JP is probably the most talented besides myself.
When he wants, he can
Yeah,
do the best. Really.
exactly, exactly.
And who is the laziest?
uh, I don't know. I don't know. I think everybody works hard.
Just one name is coming for me.
Yeah, I think everybody works hard.
Okay. Who is the funniest?
The funniest, man, I think we have a tie. I think we have a tie between JP. We have a tie between JP, Mike, and Angel.
Okay.
I think those 3 guys are
Too
probably
many funny, huh?
yeah, it's not if you're in the locker room, you're gonna laugh until you leave. Promise you.
Who is the most talkative?
Uh I think it's a tie. I think those 3 guys I think it's a tie between the same three, you know. So to be funny, you have to talk a lot. So I think those three guys are the, you know, the ringleaders of the funny locker room moments. I think we need like a mic'd up like day or a day in the life of Gala basketball one day or something, just to capture.
One day we'll see.
Yeah, just to capture those moments.
They need to work on it.
Yeah, they need to work on it for sure.
Who is the quietest?
Bloomberg.
Oh,
Yeah, he's the quietest.
really?
Yeah, he's definitely the quietest.
Who is the best singer? Please don't say the same names.
No. The best singer? Who sings? I would say that normally who's singing is either Angel or I think Buddha sings in the weight
Buddha?
room. Yeah, Buddha sings. He tries to sing in the weight room. Especially if we play some Turkish music, he's gonna be singing. So
Now we have some ideas
Yeah.
about it. Now my last question is coming from the NBA legends.
Mhm.
Just I'll ask which one.
Yeah,
Okay. Stockton or Magic?
Magic,
Magic or Allen Iverson?
Allen Iverson,
Allen Iverson or Dwayne Wade?
Allen Iverson,
Allen Iverson or Ray Allen?
Allen Iverson,
Allen Iverson or Curry?
Allen Iverson,
Allen Iverson or LeBron?
LeBron,
LeBron or Kobe?
LeBron.
LeBron or Jordan?
I knew he was gonna get to that one. I'm just going to say, let me go say LeBron.
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 Okay.
Say LeBron.
LeBron won.
LeBron won. Yeah. I'm gonna say LeBron.
Will really appreciate for accepting
Thank
us
you,
and
thank
thank you
you.
for your time.
Thank you for
And I
having me.
hope you will achieve on playoffs, and after that we will see maybe we will see the final.
Yes.
And we're waiting your achievements this year and next year. Thanks for
Thank you.
everything.
Thank you. I appreciate you having me.